everyone, welcome back to From Concept to Code. My name is Rue from Pixelspace, and today we will be building your own custom revision website in under 10 minutes using Lovable. If you don't know what Lovable is, it's an AI vibe coding tool. You can basically build websites, apps, anything you want to, which have backends, so data attached to them, or just simple front-end websites as well. So to get started, we're actually going to use the voice to text mode in Lovable, and we're going to tell Lovable exactly what it is that we're wanting to build. As you can see, I have the chat mode enabled, which means that rather than jumping straight into building the site once we've given the first prompt, we will be able to discuss what we're looking to build with Lovable so that we can basically formulate a plan before we get started. This will just allow us to check what Lovable's building matches what is in our mind, and so that we don't end up with some website or whatever app in a random direction and it doesn't do what we want it to do. And with this site, we're going to be using Lovable Cloud, which is Lovable's inbuilt backend infrastructure, and that'll include an LLM, so a large language model, which allows us to basically use AI for searching for our queries, and for our revision website that will allow us to bring in custom questions and examples that we want to use. Hey Lovable, I want to build my own revision website, and I want it to be focused around building YouTube channels, creating content on YouTube, all of the best hints, tips and tricks. So maybe we split it down into different chapters, and maybe our revision website has some cue cards and multiple choice questions as well. I want to use Lovable Cloud, and we're going to incorporate Lovable Cloud so that when we begin a set of questions, you can effectively load in the examples that we'll use. And I want you to actually save them to the database that we'll create once you've asked them as well, so that we have a history and a tracking of what we've been asked. And we can basically keep track of our score, how well we've done. So it's going to be actually like a dynamic revision site, because you're going to bring in the questions and create them. And so I think what's important is being able to report a question if we don't think it's valid, because then for our future training, we will be able to basically reference that and ideally not ask incorrect questions again. And then the second thing is, let's add a bookmark function so that if I want to come back to a question, I can bookmark it, and maybe we have a bookmark section in the platform. So you'll need to create all of the relevant tables. We'll have sign in and authentication as well. So yeah, I think that'll do. I press stop on the recording. Lovable's going to translate what I said into text, as you can see, and then I'll press send. We get a central chat that loads. Normally on the left-hand side of Lovable, you'll see the chat, and then on the right-hand side, you'll have the preview. But because we've started off in chat mode, we load straight into this central chat. It'll kind of think for a moment, and maybe we'll get asked a few questions. Wow, as I say, ask a few questions, it asks us a few questions. What visual style would you like for your revision platform? Modern and clean, playful and colorful, professional and sleek, or YouTube themed? I was actually hoping there'd be a YouTube themed one, so I quite like the idea of that. Predefined chapters, suggest chapters for me, user created topics. So let's do predefined chapters. Okay, next question is, what study modes would you like beyond multiple choice questions? Flashcards, true or false, fill in the blank, and a timed quiz mode. I want all of them. I think that'd be really fun to have the choice as well. And how detailed should the progress tracker be? Simple, just show a percentage. Detailed, track accuracy per topic, show improvement over time. Gamified with streaks. I think we'll start with simple for now, and we can always add to it and build it out. I think sometimes if you try and build everything at once, you can get a bit lost in what you're developing, and then you run the risk of having security issues because you've developed a whole bunch of stuff at once which you don't necessarily understand, or just losing track of the platform. And so I always think it's better to just build in chunks. Great choices. YouTube theme design will really reinforce the subject matter. Okay, so would we like AI generated questions, or would you like AI to generate them on the fly? And so I'm going to say use suggested, and we'll just go straight with that so that we don't have to input our own chapters right now. We could always build it out as we go, but I think that as we're using AI to effectively build us the question sets already, we might as well get them to build out the chapters, and then we can always add to that as well. So YouTube Mastery Revision website. YouTube inspired theme, red and white primary colors with dark mode support, play button motifs and video inspired UI elements throughout, modern, clean and interfaces. Core pages, home and dashboard, chapter overview, study modes, bookmarks page, history and progress and auth pages. AI generated questions, etc, etc. Now I'm happy with this, and the database structure looks good as well. So I'm going to click implement the plan. We're going to get prompted to enable Lovable Cloud, and then it'll basically get to work generating the tables and everything that we need to set up the platform. So there we go, enable Lovable Cloud. I think it'll be a bit of a longer build just because we have to put in the database tables and everything like that. With Lovable Cloud, you can choose to allow the automatic creation of tables so that you don't have to approve it every time. Generally, I like to approve it because I want to read through the RLS, I want to read through what we're actually implementing rather than just kind of blindly trusting it. You know, you can trust, but you need to verify in any case, so it's really up to you. If you want to allow it to run automatically, you can change the ask each time to always allow. And I'm going to click allow on this one, and because I selected always allow, we're then going to automatically get the tables created for us, which is really nice because you can basically see the app being created in front of your eyes without having to really get in the way or interfere or have any kind of participation. As I said, you just have to be careful to make sure that you verify what you've built basically. Add AI to your app, chat, image generation and text analysis with 0 setup, perfect. Always allow, so that's running. We're configuring auth. If you see in the top here, we have this cloud button, and this is where you'll be able to find all of our tables. So you can see the tables that we've got built. You'll be able to see the users of the platform, so who's signed up. Any storage, so if we're going to store images, we would find those here. And generally AI usage through Lovable Cloud, which you'll see will be enabled in a moment. And then any secrets, so if we were to connect in various APIs, this is where the secrets would live, so the permissions for the access to those APIs basically. Now I'll create a YouTube theme design system and all the components. This is a large build, so I'll create everything in parallel. It's a large build. We chose to do it in under 10 minutes, and it's a large build. So we might have to extend into a part 2, but I think in under 10 minutes, we'll have a running platform at least, and then we can make it better. Okay, so we have let Lovable run now for quite a while. As you can see, it's generated how many files? 19 files. And so we have the quiz, the report dialogue, bookmarks, the chapters, the study mode cards, a whole bunch of different things which will be used to make this platform function. I think we're just saving now, but if I go off of the cloud button, we will be able to see our revision platform, hopefully. Okay, we have an error. So if you just click try to fix, then Lovable basically fixes that for you. It doesn't charge you for fixing those little bits, which is really nice. And once it's done that, I think we'll be able to preview the app properly. We have YouTube Mastery, our YouTube revision platform. And you can see here we have 7 different chapters right now. Videos and thumbnails and titles, video SEO and discoverability, scripting and storytelling, equipment and production, monetization strategies, analytics and growth, and community building. This actually seems very useful. And as you can see, we have a light and a dark mode. I'm going to go ahead and click start learning, and I'm going to sign up. My creator name is going to be AA Pixelspace. Yes, I know, I'm sure there's a lot we could learn on how to do our YouTube videos better, and we will with our new YouTube revision platform. Okay, give myself a password. It's going to make me confirm by email, I suppose. Ah, perfect, it didn't. Great. So I've done 0 quizzes, 0% average score, and I've answered 0 questions. I have no bookmarks yet, which makes sense, and I have no history, which makes sense. Now, let's go learn about scripting and storytelling. We can choose our study mode, so I'm going to go with true or false, and it's going to generate the questions for us. The AIDA framework suggests that the action phase should primarily focus on building interest in your video topic. I'm going to say that's false. The action phase of AIDA is about prompting viewers to take a desired action. Subscribe, like, not primarily building interest. Perfect. To maintain viewer engagement, it is recommended to include pattern interrupts at least every 30 to 60 seconds within your video. That is true. So regular pattern interrupt. There you go, the pattern interrupt. Crucial for breaking monotony and keeping viewers engaged. That's cool. The but therefore storytelling technique is generally more engaging than the and then technique because it emphasizes cause and effect. That is true. A strong hook for YouTube should aim to promise value within the first 30 seconds of the video. I'm gonna say that's, oh, false. A strong hook should promise value within the first 15 seconds. I got that wrong. Open loops are generally used at the end of a video to encourage viewers to watch your next uploaded content. That's true. That's false. Open loops are used throughout a video to maintain engagement by leaving questions unanswered or problems unsolved, encouraging viewers to keep watching until the resolution. So what was my score? I got 60%. It was a good effort. Okay, so I've done my first quiz on YouTube Mastery. I've already found a few things that I'd like to improve, and we're actually gonna make a part 2 for this video. So come along to part 2 if you wanna continue watching, and we'll actually publish the YouTube Mastery platform so you can give it a go yourself. So the link will be in the description for it. Yeah, thank you so much for watching. I hope to see you in part 2.